Okay, now for the examples that are on your notes. I didn't give you enough space, I think. You're going to need, especially for your homework, because your homework looks a lot like this, you're going to need maybe some scratch paper. So just be prepared for that. Okay, so here's number one. And number one is this column. Okay, so it's kind of a weird format, so just hang in there. But I give you, and on the homework, I give you one form of the equation, and I need you to find the other two and the pieces of information about the graph from each form. Okay, so the first thing is I have standard form, and the two things we get from standard form that we can get from standard form, I'm going to zoom in. Okay, we get direction of opening, which comes from our A, and then we get our y-intercept, which comes from C. So direction of opening, we know that this is going to open up, and it has the point 0, -8. So I'm going to add that to my graph. 0, so I go down here, 0, -8. Okay, and I'm going to make a note. This bad boy needs to open up. Okay, then I need to go to the other forms. I need to factor it. Okay, so in order to factor this, I go, okay, the original is x squared plus 2x minus 8. I'm going to make this big. The questions I ask myself are what multiplies to -8 and adds to 2. And the two numbers that I get are 4 and -2. So this factors into x plus 4, x minus 2, which gives me the points -4, 0, and 2, 0. Okay? Those points come from solving. If I were to take each of my factors and set it equal to 0, those are the answers that I get. Okay, so I'm going to add those points to my graph. -4, 0, and 2, 0. And right away, based off of that, I know that I'm on the right track because I have my y-intercept point, and this is looking like a parabola or a U that's going to open up. Okay, then this one. This is the one that takes, I think, the most work. We need to go to vertex form. So we start with x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. I add the 8, and I get x squared plus 2x plus something equals 8 plus something. Okay, this is where we're going to complete the square. Take our b, cut it in half. That's 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Square it is 1. So I'm going to add 1. And I get this first part factors into x plus 1 squared, and that equals 9. So I'm going to move the 9 over, and I get x plus 1 squared minus 9. This tells me that my vertex is at the point -1, because we switch the signs, -9. So I'm going to look. I go to -1, -9. That's right here. That also tells me that my axis of symmetry is at x equals -1. So that's going to cut it in half, which means that I am also going to have a really good point right there. And then I'm going to connect all of those points. The points you need to have for your answer are the points that you get from each form. So this needs to be part of your answer. This needs to be part of your answer, as well as that point right there. Okay, that's one whole problem. It didn't take crazy long, especially if I know how to factor and especially if I know how to complete the square.